Okay, I'm in the middle. Brightness is fine. Yeah, I need to be lowered though. Yeah! And welcome back to another video where today the barber has done me dirty, so I've got a hood on. Anyway, this isn't a hair review channel, so I'm not going to blab on about that. Let's talk about roller coasters because I haven't uploaded in ages and I need to. Well, I haven't uploaded a proper video. Vlog, where are they? Anyway, Alton Towers soon, Egg Ride, Emily Ride, Nemesis Construction Update. Oh, the loop, oh my god, the loop. The loop is in! The vertical loop! And so is the 0G roll and the outer bank turn. Project Exodus. Overbanked turn. And the other overbanked turn. And the barrel roll. And this isn't the topic of this video. I'm meant to be talking about a complete different park to that. I'm meant to be talking about Thorpe Park Resort. My home park. One of my favourite parks, I don't even know. Home to my second favourite ride. But anyway, let's get into this. Thorpe Park. Number 7, we're getting fishy with it with flying fish. Of course, this is what everyone on their nan rates as number 7. Because why would you rate it as number 1? That'd just be silly. Only 2-year-olds that haven't managed to get on the saw ride and the stealth ride and the swarm ride do that. But flying fish, it's an eyesore to itself, even though it's not really, it doesn't go above 10 feet, which is another issue. It's nowhere near Runaway Mine Train or even Scorpion Express. Get on its level. It's got no theming whatsoever, and you don't even go fast. And sometimes, to be fair, you might be unlucky and get 3 goes instead of 2. So that's flying fish. I love the train design. I don't love anything else. Actually, no, once I had Surfing Bird in the queue, so plus side, I guess. Number 6, we have The Walking Dead the ride that everyone forgot about the TV show and then they just decided to make a ride on it. Well done, Thorpe, and you decided to retheme a family ride to do it. I never rode X, but I think it might be better than X. Don't quote me on this because I know I'm going to get a lot of angry Jack Silkstone lovers in the comments. But yeah, X just looked like a party, but The Walking Dead actually has a kind of a storyline and theming. It's a good pre-show. I like how it's got like the zombies walking into stealth and stuff. And I like the screens behind. My favourite part of the ride, I can spoil it now. It was 2018. Like, is when you go into that brake run, right? I can see people clipping this. You go into the brake run, the mid-course that has, it just goes back and forth and stuff. And, it's got like, oh, I'm trying to get you going. I'm trying to get you, and then, yeah, it just keeps on going through its kind of boring layout. And then, what am I doing? And then just stops, and it was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. And there were actors when I did it. I only did it last time I went. There were actors, but there were only 2, and they weren't very. I don't really get scared by actors and stuff. But yeah, you run out and then it's over. Half of the ride is just walking through a corridor. Like, you're just walking through and there's nothing going on. Like, oh yeah, there's a not very scary jump scare there. Oh, there's an X reference there. And then there's just a corridor, and then a corridor, and then a corridor, and then a corridor. And here we go, where it's going to start getting a little bit controversial. At number 5, we have Nemesis Inferno. This was the first ride I did that actually inverted. And every time I ride this, I care about it a little bit less. The first time I went on it, I was like, oh my god, that's my number one. And I've been on Stealth already. I don't get it. And it's not, it's a good invert. It's the weakest invert. Like, I've only done two, obviously, Nemesis and Nemesis Inferno. Nemesis is my number one. This is my number 837 out of 50. But I don't know, I just really don't like it anymore. It's cool queuing up. I do it every time I go. It's cool queuing up. The volcano is really cool. Only when they've got the mist on though. It's good front row. I tried to do it back row, which people said would make it a lot better. That didn't really work for me. I didn't really like it. And a lot of people say it's at least better than Colossus, which I see why, because Colossus can be very rough. But I quite like a rough ride. Well, I'll get onto Colossus in a minute. But Nemesis Inferno, it's got a good soundtrack, a very good soundtrack, but even better station soundtrack. On the topic of the station is rubbish, and, well, I mean, the inside of the station, not the outside. The outside is sick other than the actual bit, because it's just a warehouse. The exit path is boring. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter to them, but you can just see straight out the park. Project Exodus, and I just don't really like it, to be honest. I find it quite forceless as well. I've just bashed against the table. Now here's where it gets very, very controversial. You see, in number 3 is the Swarm, the park's B&M wing coaster for 2012. It's the newest wing coaster. And I don't prefer it. I prefer Stealth and Saw the Ride. And a lot of people will hate me for that. And B&M is my favourite manufacturer, by the way. But at Thorpe Park they don't make my top 2, because I think Nemesis Inferno could be replaced with something much better, but I guess that's for another video. And the Swarm, I don't think it should get removed, definitely not. I just think it's not as good as the 2 others that are going to follow in this list. And the Swarm, I really like it. The colour scheme's nice, even though it's basically the only colour scheme you get in the UK, either grey or black. And it's got a really nice family-friendly theme, you know, like apocalypse and stuff. I love the music that plays, like, it's the end of the world, yay! And it's got a really nice atmosphere around it, and every time I step onto that island, I need to make a joke about that telephone box. Even if I don't record it, I need to make a joke with that telephone box. Like, oh yes, can I call you? What? In at number 2, we have controversial again, Stealth. The I'm gonna say only hydraulic launch coaster in the UK, because Rita, you are not worthy of that title. Well, I haven't been on it, so it might be to me. But if it is to me, then please promise me that you shoot me. I'm trying to keep this video short. Stealth is a very good ride. It's very short, like, so hopefully it'll be easy. A lot of people say it's got bad theming, and it's not got any theming at all. The queue line doesn't have that much theming, but the area is honestly one of the nicest areas in the UK, like in a theme park. Like Amity Speedway, you've got all the music blaring out. I think 50s music is just very atmospheric. You've got all like the posters for stuff everywhere. You've got Big Bob's radio show. Shout out to Big Bob. Not you, Wicker Man. You burnt me. Got burns all over me because of you. Sunburnt. What's wrong with me? Stealth, very good ride. Best part of the launch, because I love launches. It's my favourite element, because I haven't done much airtime. Most airtime I've gotten is on the Smiler, like the second airtime hill. Like, amazing. Truly amazing. Only part that isn't rough this year, Jesus Christ. But yeah, Stealth, very, very good ride, but not as good as number 1, which is Saw the Ride. What are you guys doing in the comments? Oh my god. I can see the frets and everything. Jigsaw himself says he's going to put me in a trap because I said that his ride is number 1. What am I going to do? Oh my lord. Oh my. Okay, Saw the Ride. My favourite coaster at Thorpe Park. My number 2 coaster. Let me explain. So, Saw the Ride opened in 2009. No, not that. Saw the Ride is... I really like it because... I just like Gerstlauer. And... I like theming on a ride more than I like roller coasters on a ride. Like, I love being immersed in stuff. I love reading books to be immersed in them, playing games to be immersed in them, watching movies anyway. So, when you walk into that building, and like you see all the blood on the walls and stuff, and you see the trap at the end of the corridor, you really feel like you're inside the movie. I haven't watched the movie myself, but it does feel like you're in his game. Like, yeah. Do you want to play a game? Huh? And like you just hear him faintly, because there aren't any screens on the bottom floor. I don't think. It's like further up on the steps. You can just faintly hear him from above, like with his love, like. And then you start walking up the steps, you nearly get shot, and then you see him on the screen like, hello, I am the Vlog King, and and he's like, I want to play a game, so this is deadly, so put your keys away, and Saw the Ride. You get up, when you're walking up the stairs just before you get to the station, normally like you hear the station is really atmospheric. Like you give away your thing, you put the wristband on, which you're like, oh my god, that's gonna fly straight off. And you get on the ride, you sit there. And then he's like, hello, I want to play a game, and then you go forward, and the first time I did it, I got the first train, and I was gutted because I wanted the pre-show. Second time I got the second train though, so I got to get the pre-show, and in the pre-show, I was just looking at Billy like, and I couldn't hear anything he was saying. It was like, game, live or die, make your choice, this is what happens if you don't do it, and I couldn't really hear it, and it's like, and then you make your way. I'm doing a full review at this point. I like the drop, I like the vertical chain lift, I like the weak attempt at airtime. I like how it says most people don't make it this far at the end of it. I like the references to the movies that I haven't watched. Nostalgia for something that never happened. It's like when I get nostalgia from Minecraft, I started playing it in 2018. Finished playing it in Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're not, that's weird. That's gonna be my outro from now on, because I said it in the Thorpe Park video. I am weird. Yeah, that too. No, that's not mine. That's copyrighted. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Subscribe. Or don't. Actually, no, do. Like the video if you liked it. You're one of the many few. And I will see you in the next one.